Well, around 2005, Hurricane Katrina happens.
Yes, it did.
And you asked Diddy for money to relocate your family.
To help me, yes.
And he said, go back on the road.
That's what he said. He's like, get your ass back on the road. And mind you, at this time, the little dude that was under me was kind of like the Chris Browns. That was my little partner. So he like, bro, you coming back on the road? This when Chris was young, you dig? And I think he had Run It.
Yeah.
And basically he was like, bro, coming back on the road? I used to tell little Chris, like, shit, my family, bro, everything bad. I called Diddy and I asked him to help me get my family out. And he basically was like, get back on the road. And I'm like, get back on the road? I was like, nigga, I can't even fly out of here. Like, how the fuck I'm gonna get back on the road? I can't even fly out of here, Diddy.
To be fair, you're 20 years old at the time. You're an adult.
Yes.
Diddy has contractually paid what he's supposed to pay.
He gave me an advance for the Bad Boy South.
You got advances. You know, because of the exposure, you have a way to make money.
I do.
In terms of a business, he has every right to tell you no.
Yes, he does.
Okay?
Yes.
Now, in terms of the relationship and so forth, did you expect something else? I get it. But as a business person, like, look, like, I run a business.
Mm-hmm.
People have approached me over the years, sometimes to borrow money. Sometimes I've said yes, sometimes I've said no.
Understood.
But if I say no every time, I'm justified saying no.
As you should.
Now, if I don't pay you what your paycheck is, then we got a problem. I get it. But if I pay you the paychecks and they're coming in and you want an advance or you want some extra, I'm allowed to say no. Like, for example, you know, Eskino was on my show at one point. In the first interview, he was saying how, like, PD Crack, like, needed a car, and he goes to Jay-Z, and he was like, yo, man, like, I need a car. Can you give me a car? And he said, Jay-Z was like, are you done? No.
No. Yeah, I seen that.
And I said, well, I can't really fault Jay for saying that.
Me either.
Right?
He's not obligated to give you a car.
Saying that, he tells you no.
Yes.
And even tells you, well, here's how you can make some money. Go back on the road, which you've been making money with.
Yes, I have.
I can understand how you felt, but you also, as you're older, I'm sure you could also say, well, I could have just taken it as like, okay, well,
but at that
I asked and he said no, so now I got to find another way to do it.
But at that time, Vlad, that Katrina situation was tremendously stressful. I was frustrated, bro. It wasn't the fact that I needed him to help me. It was the fact that, nigga, if I spend this amount of money of what I know I'm budgeting right now, I'm gonna be fucking broke. So can you do me a favor and just front me the money from my back end for my album? Or at least some portion of it. I wasn't asking him, can I borrow some money? I was asking him, can I get a loan? Or at least give me a portion of my back end because he gave me the front end money. I just asked for a portion of the back end money. And he said, fuck though.
I get it. I get it. And I understand in the moment how you feel that way. But once again, you're not the only person asking for money.
No, I am not.
You know, and there's a lot of people that he's financially supporting.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of kids, girlfriends, other employees, staff, and so forth. You may have caught him on the wrong day. You know, it might have been yes tomorrow, but today it's no.
But the truth of it was, later on in life, he didn't know how detrimental that situation was going to be.
Right.
I bet if he would have thought it would have transpired that way, he would have did it.
And he apologized afterwards, right?
He did.
Yeah,
he did. He did.
So that's when you and him just parted ways.
Yeah, because I said, fuck him. I realized right then and there, all that fake ass family shit, you know.
Yeah.
That nigga ain't my family. I had to look at him for what it is. He a businessman.